All right, rolling right along, moving on to your second new letter. It is the letter Y, the letter Y. And capital Y, of course, is a nice tall letter. And lowercase y is a small letter, but he's another rule breaker that hangs down below the bottom line into the basement. Now, this big animal that you see back here is a yak. And the sound of Y is that y sound. Now, lots of times kids get this confused. Don't let it trick you. The letter is called Y, so sometimes they try to make the W sound. Nope. Y makes the Y sound. Do you remember what color starts with Y? Yellow does. Yeah, Y-E-L-L-O-W spells yellow. Starts with a Y, that Y sound. Well, I'm going to let the yak tell you all about that sound for Y.
Yaks. Yolanda and Yoshiko are yaks. They don't yell. They don't yelp. They don't yodel. They don't yawn. These young yaks just yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Can you hear the sound they make? Yolanda and Yoshiko yak in the yard. They yak on their yellow yacht. They yak in the yam patch. These yaks yak all year. Do you think these yaks like to yak? Yes.
All right. Are you ready to make that sound for letter Y? All right, that Y sound. You ready? Yolanda and Yoshiko are yaks. They don't yell. They don't yelp. They don't yodel. They don't yawn. These young yaks just yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. What do you think that means? Talk, right? Well, they talk all the time. Can you hear the sound they make? Let's practice that Y sound. Y, 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 y. Good. Yolanda and Yoshiko yak in the yard. Try it again. Y, 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 y. They yak on their yellow yacht. Y, 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 y. They yak in the yam patch. Y, 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 y. These yaks yak all year. Ready? Y, 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 y. Do you think these yaks like to yak? Yes. Yolanda and Yoshiko like to yak. Let's do it again. Ready? Y, 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 y. Good letter Y sounds. All right, let's take a look at the alphabet page. The letter Y. And hopefully we don't have technical difficulties again there. That went much smoother than the last time. Sorry about that. I don't know why it kept growing and shrinking on us. This says a young yak. So we've got the yak that's back with a yellow pack. Walked near and said, "Hello." I asked the yak with the yellow pack, "What's in there? Do you know?" He said, "A yard of yarn, a sock to darn, a yo-yo and a kite." Then the yak with the yellow pack just yawned and said, "Good night." All right, let's talk about what's in this yak's pack here. He's got a yellow pack on his back. It says, a yard of yarn. Do you remember when we did Mary Had a Little Lamb and Baba Black Sheep and we talked about yarn that you get from sheep? Yes. So he's got that ball of yarn in his pack. He's got a sock to darn. That means a sock to fix. He's got a yo-yo and a kite. All right. A young yak with a yellow pack walked near and said, "Hello." I asked the yak with the yellow pack, "What's in there? Do you know?" And he said, a yard of yarn, a sock to darn, a yo-yo and a kite. Then the yak with the yellow pack just yawned and said, good night. All right, ready to make some letter Y's? They're a little bit tricky. We'll have to try our best. Again, it's a good thing that we've been practicing those diagonal lines because we are going to need those diagonal lines today. All right, for letter Y, of course, the capital starts on the top line. We're going to make a diagonal line to the middle, and then we're just going to bounce back up. And it looks like a V, but you are going to go back to that middle line, and you're going to give him a tail straight down. All right, so we've got a diagonal line, and then a straight line down. I told you, a little bit tricky, but you're smart. You can get it. All right, here we go. Start on the top line, to the middle, go back up to the top, so it looks sort of like that letter V. Then you're going to make a tail for the Y. There you go. That's capital Y. Now, another diagonal line for lowercase y. This time, you started on the middle. You make a diagonal line to the bottom. Oops, I'm making extra lines that I don't want to make. And then you pick up your pencil. You go back up to that middle line and you make your diagonal line the other way, but instead of stopping on the bottom line, he falls down into the basement. Okay? So, let's make another lowercase y. You may need to make a few more of these because they are tricky. Here we go. We're going to go to the middle line. We're going to slant down to the bottom. Pick up your pencil. We're going to slant the line the other way, diagonal line the other way, and he falls down into the basement. All right. I have faith in you. I bet you can make some beautiful Y's, and I can't wait to see them.